disconnect. Why? Why would you do that? I'm not even disconnecting from the stream. But anyway, what we're going to do today is to get to know more about the characters. Mainly because I cannot do the main story yet. Why? It's because my characters are too weak. They are too weak for me to play. Like, bro. What the hell, man? It's crazy. I wonder which character will do first, because there's still a bunch more that we could try, like Regulus or Mesmer. But personally, I'm more curious about Mesmer, because remember at chapter 3, Mesmer used to be on Vertin's side to see more of the world, like more than their school. I mean, Mesmer wants to join in there, but after being caught by, oh, I forgot her name. Was it Catherine?
Delighted by your visit. He is about.
Was it Catherine? I forgot. I forgot her name. It's been a while. Let's just say she got caught. Mesmer, I mean. And then because of that, she was forced to like uh what, I can't, oh yeah. She was forced to like, what is this? She was forced to,
Do you need help? Thank you.
I forgot the word. Why did I forgot the word? What do you do in hospitals again? Checkup. Oh yeah, checkup. Mesmer was giving checkups to the other arcanist on chapter 3. She was doing that ever since she was a child. And she got traumatized by it because most arcanists seem to be, insane or crazy to her. And now her view of arcanists, including Vertin and the others, as crazy. So her point of view of everything changed after that. And now she's not, on Vertin's side. Well, which I assume, or I interpreted, that she's no longer on her side. That's why I am more curious her story. But before we dive into the story, I just want to like grind for a bit before we start. Let's claim some stuff. Let me take that. Okay, so here at my crew, most of them, the ones that I use the most are Insight 2, like maxed level. These are the characters that I use a lot. One. But it's not enough. It's not enough for the main story chapter 6. Because I need other characters with different elements. Like, bro, look at this. You guys could tell which element I used a lot. And it's mineral. Most of them are mineral. I need other elements too. But when it comes to like this leaf, I use Druvis and Diggers a lot. And also Lasource, except I haven't built Lasource to Insight 2 yet. Because I was so busy building Dyke. I was busy building her because I need beast characters. I need them. I need them a lot.
A knock on the door will be appreciated.
As for the star element, I only got Tooth Fairy and Matilda. I need a third star character, which I assume will be using Baby Blue instead, because Blondie doesn't really give much damage. Well, for me, even though she's a DPS, because I view Matilda as a DPS, more than a DPS than Blondie here. She gives debuffs. I think Baby Blue also gives debuffs. Yeah. That's why I want her on my team. Like, Tooth Fairy and Baby Blue will be like the support for Matilda, so that Matilda can gain more damage. But I don't think that's like an ideal team composition, but it's all I have. Okay. Relief is like Rufus, Diggers, and Lasours. For the Beast, I assume Dyke, Mr. Duncan, and I don't have other Beast characters that are 5 stars, so I assume that I'll level up Avia instead. So yeah, those are my plans to level up, because I have way too many mineral characters. But I searched on Google on what is the requirement to play chapter 6 of the main story, and it turns out I need to build my characters more than I could imagine, because it requires like insight 3. That means like I'll go through breeze mode instead of the normal one. Because look at this. Look at this. During the prisoner in the cave, I didn't manage to do it normally because I was too weak to even fight. Look at that. I stopped at uh, part 8 of chapter 5, and look at this, chapter 9. Chapter 9 requires like insight to level 25. When I played this, most of my characters are like insight 1 max, but never insight 2. So I didn't get to finish that, so I assume on this chapter it needs to be insight 3 progress. And now I have more stuff to deal with, and that will take a while. It'll take a while for me to build them to insight 3, all of them that I use. It's insane. I just need to build her first. We could go to possible. It's all possible, but not enough. I think it's the best to craft. Come on. I guess this one first because it's easier. We're gonna build first, chat. We're gonna build. We are going to build for a bit before we start. Oh, I just realized I haven't updated the characters for this one. I mean the level itself. I didn't, change it yet. Did I change it? so that they could one-shot them immediately. Wait a sec. We need to update it. We need to update the team. Because look at that. We need to update that. Is it team 1? Yeah, I think this is fine. We could change it though. Damage crit rate. Could go crit rate for this. Damage for you. And this for you. We could change it to Matilda instead of Lasource. We could add Lasource later.
I got the whole jar of water.
Yeah, this is fine.
You should not make an enemy of the earth.
We need to update it so that we could grind easily. We could do this and this.
Frost you with the armor of the forest.
Shame on violence.
Oh no. It was already 2. I need to like this. I changed it. I screwed up, but anyway. This. Okay.
Advice from the forest.
Oh. This will be enough. Not gonna lie.
Come.
Good timing.
The resonance of bravery.
Whoa. Alright. This.
I'm able to see clearly.
The debuff.
Hey.
I know how to do it. Your fate is doomed.
Listen, my friend.
Oh, what was that? It increased. Damn.
Salute to a better tomorrow. This is classic. Bubbles reflect like mirrors, my friend.
Whoa, ho, ho.
Listen, my friend.
I could one-shot her right now.
This is classic.
Ooh.
The resonance of bravery.
Whoa.
Of course.
Override that.
Peace needs to be made to happen.
Very strong. Why is it gold? Yeah, it's gold. We don't need that. We don't need that yet. Okay. I'm gonna play this for a bit because I'm gonna check something. I'll be right
You should
back.
not make an enemy of the earth. Frost you with the armor of the forest.
Shame on violence.
Damn, that was too fast. Wait, I'm eating something. I'm moving my mic. Moving my mic. Yeesh. I was I checked my rice because I was cooking rice. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. Oh, I know it's suggested you just craft it instead for a guarantee. But who knows, man? Been fixed in common. I think common is good. Oh, no. I accidentally left. Bro. We just need to get other material. Why is it possible? Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm supposed to craft. It's much more suggested to craft the item instead. Because possible or rare is like, well, a gamble. It's like gotcha, which is hard to do. I don't think I have unlocked hard mode yet. Hmm. Okay. Oh. Alright then. Let's play this out for a bit.
I have all the essentials for writing poetry.
Oh, so
You,
yeah.
me, and
Recently, I was fixing some stuff, which is related to Discord, because a lot of my friends recently have been asking, what time do I stream? What day do I stream? Am I streaming now or not? Or etc. I keep telling them that I have a schedule. I keep telling them that I have a schedule posted on YouTube. It's also on Twitch. But the thing is, not everyone uses Twitch. And not everyone looks posts on YouTube because YouTube is not like that from the beginning.
Just like
They're used to like notifications on like Twitter or stuff or other social media platforms. But I have a huge problem with social media platforms, especially Twitter. I did mention this before, but Twitter suspended my account for just linking my Instagram onto my account. Like, bro, I just linked one social media platform because that's where all of my artworks are. And they freaking suspended because of it. I didn't even know it's part of the terms and conditions. Well, I do admit I do not read those. But because of Twitter, I started to read terms and conditions ever since. Even here on Twitch, I've read every single rule so that I won't, step on it like a landmine, so that my account won't get suspended. Twitter taught me in the most stupidest way in order to read terms and conditions. Yeah, I don't use Twitter anymore. I only use Twitter when someone needs to like show me something, because some of my friends are using Twitter still. As for me, well, let's say I do not want to dive into those anymore. Oh, I don't have enough. I don't want to dive into those anymore. That's why I just stick to like YouTube instead. So that it's all in one. It's all in one. Very convenient. Very efficient. So how does this relate to uh how does this relate to Discord? Well, you see, I used to have a personal server, well, just for me, a personal server where I put my streams on, links, other stuff, you know, the regular my server of my own kind of thing. My own personal bubble. But because of the people who keep asking for my schedule, I decided to make that personal bubble publicly. So my friends can now see that I'm streaming, that I'm doing some stuff, etc. I'm still fixing some stuff on Discord before I could like put it or link it here on my Twitch account, because you know, if you want to have a good time, you have to be sure that everything is secured before, you know, some stuff happen. But it'll take a while for me to fix that because I have no moderators or anything. And even if I do, most mods will ask for money, right? I don't have money. Do you think I have money? I draw my own emotes and stuff. I try to upgrade my skills, my own skill set, my own abilities, so that I could do the same things as others would do. Because I'm broke. I'm broke. So yeah, the Discord server will be publicly shared if a lot of people came by. That's the condition. That'll be the condition. Because for now, that Discord only has my friends in it. It's a dedicated server for them now, I guess. Alright. I think we have grinded for a while. Do I have enough though? Oh yeah, it's this one. Did I grind for this? Oh, I did, but it's not enough. I got like 5. We need 15 more of these and these in order to get 3 of them. But we can't do that, can we? Okay, let's go to D. Wait, why is that like red? I can't even do this yet. Oh, it's the anecdote. Is this anecdote actually... Wait, what's that? What if we do this anecdote instead? Because it looks like it's from the event. Or mainly because I want this red thing to get away. I want this thing to get away. I hope there's no like... Okay, there's no... I'm glad there's no like video popping up. About this thing, I've seen a lot of players who love to play this mode, but apparently I cannot do this mode yet because I'm too weak. There's still some stuff. I mean, when red things go, don't get away. See that? It won't get away. Will it get away if I just open it? if I just open it? Oh, it will. Oh my god. No more red. Never mind. What's this red dot? There's too many red dots, man. Too many. Oh, it's the new one. I see. Remove the red dots. Come on. I don't want to see red dots. My god, there's still more. Where? Okay, no more. No more red dots. They distract me. Red dots distract me. Oh, I have this thing. Oh, it's only 5. God damn. Okay, now we can proceed. Hello, Jill. So, I was thinking on which character story we'll be doing today because apparently her anecdote is available here. I'm not sure if it'll, go to the anecdotes because it has some awards. I'm tempted. I'm tempted by the rewards that it gives. Because last time, we completed 37's character story. I read everything, including the mathematical terminologies, and I cried. I cried the whole I cried the whole stream because of this. I hate math, okay? I hate math so bad. But I don't have a choice. I have to read it. No! No! No more red dots! No! Red dots distract me. So, I have these characters in the anecdote that I could do for this stream. Or should I continue to do the event one? What do you think? Would you like me to read the ones here or on the event? Got Blanny, Diggers, Mesmer Jr., Mercuria, and Regulus. I forgot the name of the event. And we got Bet. We could read Bet's story. I see. I guess we could go with Bet. Mainly because there's like a time. I wanna get I wanna get the I wanna get them rewards. I'm tempted. But before we start, I'm gonna check on something real quick. Because I was cooking rice. Maybe I left it on. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'll put this away. The rewards aren't tied to reading it. So, regardless of what anecdote I choose, the rewards are still there? Or is it a different? I don't really understand the concept of rewards when it comes to like reading anecdotes, to be honest. Because last time, when I started playing Reverse 1999, it was like I forgot the name. I'm sorry. I have poor memory. Gotta click the reminisce thing and put characters to get points. Reminisce thing. Remnants? Remnants? Is it this one? Here. Oh. So regardless whether I read the story or not, I just need to clear these things. Is that what you're saying? So these are like the fighting modes, I assume. Oh, so I should have just done this before when I read like an Unleashed story. Because when they release an Unleashed character story, I was trying to read it. And then I'm trying to get I think I'm trying to get her. I don't remember. I don't know if it's her or her Saichu. Yeah, in each of those you can put like 4 characters. After some time you get 1000 points. Do this 10 times in total for all the rewards. Oh! I see! So that's how it works. Now I understand. So I don't have to read their story to get the rewards. I just need to fight. I see. But regardless if I need to fight them before, I'm still weak. Because I'm a new player. I'm still weak. Hey, since we don't really need to put that out there, we could just proceed to this one. Womp womp. Okay. So we could try reading Mesmer Jr.'s story. Because I'm more curious of her than the others. You're about to witness cringe. Because I suck at reading. Mainly because this is how I torture myself for not having strong characters to proceed to the main story. I can't do the main story yet. I'm trying to build. Characters are too weak. Okay. Let us start. We need to get to know more about her. Because Mesmer Jr. is also a 37th story. Recollection. Only that day dawns to which we are awake. Henry David. I don't know how to read that. Taru? Tareu? Taru? The stream will be filled like I don't know how to pronounce that. In the wake of the chaos, staff are pacing hurriedly between the wards and corridors. The glass from the broken window has already been cleaned up. Now their main focus is getting the damaged equipment out of in the abandoned warehouse. Is this like the time where they try to save Vertin, or is it different? I don't know.
I have to remind you,
It's Medicine Pocket again! I've been seeing her a lot. What? Hey! Careful, you idiot! The materials for this thing alone could pay your rent for 6 months.
I'm sorry.
This.
Is that?
Ah, crap. Not the Anawa water. What? The Anawa what? The Anawa. The, what? How do they read this? Anawa water purifier. I wonder how actual voice actors read. Anawa. What? who? Who dares name this thing like that, man? It's like tongue twister. Seriously? Can't Vertin and her broom riding henchmen show a little more care? This was decommissioned back in 1920 because the mortality rate was too high. But it's a total classic. Hey, Mesmer Jr., I'll take this one. It's no use to you anyway. Just let it live out its final days in my lab. Ah, so this is the time where they rescued Vertin. I see. Their call doesn't reach the intended recipient. Instead, only echoing through the corridor. No response. Then it's there.
Great!
Sweet.
Fantastic!
Alright, you. Put that down and help me carry this back to my lab. Away from the chaos outside, Mesmer Jr. sits at her desk. Does this sound too low? There you go. Need the ambience. Before her sits a mountain of machine damage reports and request forms. They tower well above her head. This entire incident has been a logistical nightmare. Broken machine report. Check. Transfer special patient.
Fabulous.
Right. My special classmate. This is the last time I clean up your mess. Nah. Nah. She stacks the pile of documents into a box. Only one sheet of paper remains on the desk. This is an entirely different problem, one that belongs solely to her. Sig. Imagine someone pronounce it as Sig. She picks it up for what feels like 100 times. Patient Jerry Wilson has undergone the required evaluation period. Who's Jerry? Jerry? Tom and Jerry? The mouse? Rat! She closes her eyes and tilts her head back as she contemplates it. She puts the consent form back into the drawer. Oh. I wonder if Jerry's like part of her trauma. Amidst the hurrying people, a girl in green nightgown stops in front of an iron door. She's talking to a man through the little barred window. It's her! The sick character! Yes, every 3 weeks, Miss Tooth Fairy brings me here for a checkup. She said that the bad cells in my body are like this obedient little puppy. He said, who knows where it will have run off to tomorrow? That's why I have to have these. The sick child! The sick child! I get it, kid. When I was around your age, my mom gave me a puppy. He was a ball of energy, running and jumping around the room. He even tried to dig a hole into the couch. My mom said she was 100 times more annoying than the sound of the neighbors drilling. You must have been quite a nuisance. What? Why are you sad? For a while, yeah. She wouldn't leave me alone. stuck to me like a piece of gum to a shoe.
But
But then a few good-for-nothing human kids tried to wail on me, and my little bodyguard chased them all off. She tore those kids' pants apart. Whoa, bro, whoa. Of course, Mama went to their houses later and helped patch them back up. Don't teach your dog to do that. Don't. The man on the other side of the barred window lets out a long sigh. Would you listen to me? When did I become an old man telling old tales? Anyway, kid, you can trust the staff at the LSCC. Yeah, they're an odd bunch, but they'll help you recover. And when that happens, maybe you can get yourself a real dog. Your own little troublemaker. I'm telling you, before you know it, it'll be half your size and your loyal bodyguard. Just like Betsy was to me. The man gives a reassuring smile through the bars in the window. Cristala closes her eyes, imagining the little dog happily running around her feet. She opens her tired eyes. She looks as fragile as a newborn bird. I've always thought I'd be too weak to take care of another life. Thank you, sir. Aww. Sick child wants a dog now. She rummages through her pocket, eventually pulling out a small piece of candy. Do you like candy? My mom taught me to be generous to new friends, but the toffee is all I have at the moment. It's a little sticky. I hope you don't mind. Of course I don't mind. He reaches through the barred window and gently takes the child's. What's happening? Huh? A huge crash echoes from elsewhere in the building. Heads turn in confusion. What the? Gold! Gold! See this? The California gold! I dredge it all by myself straight from the river of blood. It's mine! All mine! I found it myself. Don't take my gold! He's like Mr. Krabs on the. Oh my gosh, it's Mr. Krabs on the loose! No way! No way! Staggers through the bewildered crowd in the corridor, half of his brain exposed through his own. What? Ain't no way! Ain't no way! That's. Ew! Further down, two staff members are struggling to move a piece of equipment as they try to catch up with the escaped patient. I told you your dosage was off. And what's the point of restraint straps if they don't really restrain the patient? Now we're gonna be stuck here all night writing the longest, most annoying incident report ever. But based on Mr. Cobb's medical history and age, the dosage was appropriate, considering half his brain has been removed. What? What do you mean half of his brain is removed? How is he even sane? How is he functioning? A normal dosage would have put too much strain on what's left of his brain, and based on the Glasgow Coma Scale, he was already in a state of save it for the report. He reaches for the emergency security button on his chest, but quickly sees the patient charging toward a young girl like a raging bull. Gold! No one take it from me! It was my father's! It's mine! It's mine! I like, not gonna lie. The girl, unable to move, is frozen. Tragedy seems inevitable. A hand rests on the girl's shoulder. Miss Mesmer Jr.? 14:27:10. 14 hours, 27 minutes and 10. She glances at the time. Your appointment's next, Miss Cristallo. One moment. She waves her hand and security swiftly moves in.
Insanity.
Restrain him. We already have enough mess to clean up. Crazy people. Crazy people in the hospital here. Fight. We're gonna fight the crazy man. Gonna take. Oh. What? I don't get to choose which.
Healing starts.
Okay, fine. What's that bubble? The bubble? Mass buff. Did I guess?
Any bad habits? Your name?
I don't really know how to use Mesmer.
Stay away from me.
Oh. Oh, he's invisible. What is this? We need
Any bad
like
habits?
this, I think. The bubble?
Your name?
We're gonna defeat the bubble?
Hang in there.
Bubble?
Calm down.
Oh. No more bubble for you. Take this.
Any bad habits?
Take
Ready
this.
for medical interventions. Deep breathing. Relax. It's a treatment with a higher dose.
What? He dodged it. Is it because he's invisible? No way. You're invisible. How can I get past it? Dang. I get past that. Do I need something?
Your name? Stay away from me.
Oh. Ow. I got disarmed? No
Any bad
way.
habits?
Take
Ready
this.
for medical interventions. Deep breathing. Relax. It's a treatment with a higher dose.
I could do this one. This
Your name?
and this.
I will heal their madness. Hang in there. Stay away from me.
Oh, I can see it. But I can't do anything yet. Fine, let's
Ready
do
for
this
medical
first.
interventions.
We'll use the buff later.
Relax. It's a treatment with a higher dose.
Ooh, I'm getting more. 20%.
I will heal their madness. Your
There you
name?
go.
Hang in there. Calm down.
Using Mesmer Jr. alone is pretty hard. She can give a lot of damage.
Any bad habits?
Oops, I did the wrong though. This
Ready for
first
medical interventions.
and this.
I will heal their madness. Relax. It's
I
a
wonder
treatment
if
with a
they're
higher
like,
dose. Hang in there.
if there's like a certain player out there who will be like, I will only use this character defeat this boss. Watch me do it, and then they died or something.
Ready for medical interventions. Your name?
It'll be fun to watch that.
Relax. It's a treatment with a higher dose. Deep breathing.
But I assume there'll be like a whale or something. It's a whale on the loose. A whale. Add this. First
I will heal their
this.
madness.
Here you go.
Stay away from me.
Finally, we've defeated the only
Let's call it a
patient.
day. I need a deep cleaning.
Ah, okay. I hope we need. I hope we have more characters. Here! Yeah, right here! Have to bury my gold. Is he some kind of dog? The gold clutch in his arms is in fact a pillow. It slips from his grasp and falls to the floor. He goes limp as a cold liquid is injected into him. His mind grows foggy, his speech slurred. As the needle in his neck is withdrawn, he crumples to the ground. Whose decision was it to skimp on the what? What is that? A mid-zolim? A mid. Oh, you're mid. Oh no, Mesmer, you're mid. We have more than enough of it to keep these lunatics under control.
Fabulous.
I'll have to file an incident report with the director about this. The man lowers his eyes in an attempt to avoid confrontation. Leaves, pulling the newly hired intern by the arm. Let's go, newbie. See what compassion leads to? You better remember this, else you won't have much of a future. Compassion? Is he the one who set the guy free, I wonder? He lowers his head in a shame. Wait. The verdict hasn't been announced yet. She seems to have found new charges against her suspects. Adam Thompson. That's your name, right? It's your ID number hanging on the door. Number 1415132-5SG. He points to the iron door in front of Crystal.
Yes.
Yes, Miss Mesmer Jr. Miss Cristallo has been conversing with your patient. This is a Tier 2 management area. Regulations dictate that our patients aren't allowed to communicate with anyone other than the relevant care staff, unless special allowances are given. Oh, what is happening now? The patient behind the door suddenly slams his head against the iron. Stop! Stop talking! Damn hook-nosed witch! Get out of my head! Needles! Plague! Oh, those bugs have crawled inside my head and bitten me sore! See? He was just rambling to himself. No need to terrorize the kid over it.
And?
You know, with Lucy's new plans and now the Timekeeper incident, we really need all the help we can get. So do us all a favor, Miss Mesmer, and try not to scare off the new recruit. Someone has to stand up for the newbies.
Follow me.
Time to go, Miss Cristallo. Alright. Without another word, turns and leads the girl away. The intern lets out a deep sigh of relief.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Oh, and Mr. Wilson, thank you for your help too. The man behind the door gives a gummy grin as he rubs his reddened forehead. It seems he's quite the actor. Glad to be of service, officer. Cut it out, Jerry. Oh, he's Jerry. No way. He gives him an almost contemptuous. Oh, so he was just acting in front of Mesmer Jr. What is up with Mesmer Jr. anyway? Oh. Even the patients act differently to go against her. While Cristallo's treatment is short, she still needs a place to rest afterward. Mesmer Jr. has led her to a nearby abandoned ward. The place is littered with boxes of papers and equipment, but it's safer than the occasional madman terrorized corridor. Wait in this room while your treatment takes effect. Don't go anywhere. Tooth Fairy will come to pick you up soon.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Her eyes fall upon a nearby pile of books. She has always been an avid reader. May I read these books while I wait? Willow leans forward, tucking her slender wrist between her legs. Mesmer Jr.'s eyes glance over the pile of disorganized books. same interest that a garbage collector looks at some soon-to-be crushed. Mesmer Jr., why do you think like that? Go ahead. An urgent voice echoes from the outside door. Miss Mens... What? Miss Mesmer Jr., Madam Lucy is waiting for you in the office. Mesmer Jr. leaves, closing the door firmly behind her. As her footsteps fade, Crystala slowly relaxes. She takes the book at the top of something between its, opens it up and finds some kind of dream catcher. Removing the dream catcher, she flips to the title page. Dorothea. Ooh, that's some nice pendant. She turns the page and reads the first line. I had never treated a patient as one of the Manus before. The Manus Vindictae. What? His name was Jerry Wilson. What? The guy? The guy that you shared candy with is from the Manus Vindictae? Well, I assume it's the Jerry, like, beside her. That's the Jerry that I assume. Man. Candy is candy. Candy is life. Candy is shared.
Gonna make that life sweet.
I had never treated a patient who was one of the Manus before. Name was Jerry Wilson. In fact, I had never had the opportunity to. See, I met him on the first day at the Laplace rehabilitation. From submitting my application to my first day at the center, the process had been remarkably fast. I remember the night before I started. I was too anxious and excited to sleep. On one hand, I was thrilled to become an attending physician at the rehabilitation, a pinnacle in the career of anyone in psychiatry. On the other hand, I understood that when a massive institution suddenly speeds up its administrative processes, it means they are facing something issues. It's so fast, I have to read it faster. Guess it wasn't enough. I had to build that rapper style reading. It's so noisy, what the hell? Oxygen saturation is critically low. Heart rate's plummeting. Pupils are dilated. Patient Wilson's falling into a coma. We were rushing Jerry Wilson through the halls on a gurney. It was a race against time. Sweat gathered on our brows, but there was no time to stop and wipe them. His heart and lungs are failing. Get him to the OR. We need an ECMO machine. Get it over here, quickly. She's kind of pretty. Fisher? Fisher! Damn it, where is he? We need the ECMO machine. Our shouts echoed through the corridor, but no response came. Fisher was nowhere to be found. Fisher's in the washroom. I'll go grab the machine. Damn it. Do we have to get him in diapers or something? Yes. The situation was beyond urgent. The number of patients under the effects of the storm syndrome was overwhelming. Most of them were arcanists employed by the Foundation, and a few were ordinary humans suffering severe neurosis as a result of intense mental stimulus. Some swallowed razor blades, some smashed their foreheads into bloody messes. Many had bowel obstructions from shoving things down their throats and ended up vomiting their own waste. Some well-meaning Foundation members had dragged their colleagues into safe confinement, only to have their legs broken by them.
What if?
Diamonds, triangles, hexagons. If there was commonality in these afflictions, it was the delirium in their mutterings. I had just taken over as the attending physician at sunrise. By the time I regained my senses, the sun was rising once again. It was then that I understood why someone who wasn't even us A girl oscillating between psych wards and ORs was given this position. They weren't lacking any psychiatric researchers or professional medical staff, nor did they need another skilled surgeon. What they needed was a general practitioner, someone capable of bridging the gap between both fields. I've come to see myself as a wall mender, someone who seals the cracks the storm leaves behind. Oh, it's Mesmer Jr., but as a child. Is this the machine? I brought it over. A young girl pushes the machine over to us.
Oh,
Ah, thank you. Well done, girl. But I'm afraid I don't have a free hand to push it. Could you help us get into the OR? Okay. So she pushed the cart. Her small frame was totally dwarfed by the size of the machine. How absurd, I thought. Why should a child do such a job, no matter how understaffed we are? Of course, I didn't know the whole story back then. But if I could turn back time, go back into the past, I would stop that child from ever joining us. Oh, so this was the day she got traumatized. This was the day. Heart rate at 65 BPM. Patient's vitals are stabilizing. No, wait. It's accelerating. Ah! The ECMO machine had been keeping his blood circulating, giving him a fighting chance. But at that moment, his blood began to boil like molten lava. It was an impending volcanic eruption.
Stop!
Shut it down! Shut it down! But the others were slow to respond, perhaps due to their exhaustion. As two staff members fiddled with their gloves, fear shining into their pupils, and another drop of her scalpel. The child moved swiftly. She obeyed my command with calm precision. Okay. What's happening? What's happening?
Watch out!
Blood spurted from the ruptured machine, spraying the walls and ceiling, the clothes and face of the child. Blood transfusion! Get a new machine in here now! As we undertook the surgery, she stood silently by, awaiting instruction, whether from me or anyone else. Despite the blood splattered on her face, she remained unperturbed. In fact, she was the calmest of us all. Oh. 2 months later. Oh, so she's not technically traumatized. Jerry Wilson? He was curled up, unmoving in his bed. This is the third time the alcohol disinfectant has gone missing. I don't believe we have any germaphobes in the rehabilitation center. Do let me know if you see anything, alright? He remained silent. Well then, I suppose I'll seek help elsewhere. Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Wilson. I closed my notebook and prepared to shut the... Wait.
may I ask?
Could you reduce the dose of my anesthetic? The trembling hand emerged from under the covers, pointing to the IV drip. It's a fixed dose, I'm afraid. Any less and your emotions will disturb you again. But I want to dream on my own. I want to see my mother.
I'm sorry.
Every medical professional must learn to refuse their patients. It's for their own safety.
So...
What? So you didn't reprimand him? Or prepare to take any enforcement measures? Tut, Dorothea. Which hospital taught you to treat your patients like pets? Empathy is a tool that should rarely be used by a medical professional. I'm starting to think that you're an undercover arcanist, desperate to take care of your fellow man, rather than a human doctor. Maybe I should do a little blood test and see if there's any arcanum in you, huh?
Okay.
Oh, great. I'll add arcane blood test to my list of things. It's not like I already have enough to deal with. Setting aside the jokes, I return to the point.
But
Anyway, I'm just telling you to follow my lead. If there's one thing I've learned during my time here, is that we take away the power of these psychiatric patients, not to punish them, but to prevent them from punishing themselves. And how do you propose we stop Jerry from chugging all the disinfectant in this place? Or will we just pump his stomach over and over again?
so,
No, I've replaced all the disinfectants in this corridor with an alternative throat burning variant. What? You really know how to think outside the box, don't you? At that moment, I noticed the child coming out of the sick room, busily adjusting the walking machine. I finally asked the question I'd been aching to ask. What on earth did that poor child do to end up as a volunteer in a place like this? They were silent for a moment, then it seems there was no real interest in the answer. She's not a volunteer. She's a mesmer. She's a mesmer. What kind of answer is that, I thought.
okay.
Alright. I brushed aside the topic, continuing our conversation on Laplace logistics and the collaboration with the St. Pavlov Foundation. But my mind was no longer fully present. I mean, what does she's a mesmer even mean?
Of course.
I know the history of the Mesmer family, of course, and the contributions they've made.
I see.
I know about their grandeur and pride. That's how we read it now. But what does any of that have to do with a child?
Hey!
Hello? Dorothea? Dorothea! Wake up! Wake up! Slap, slap! Wake up! Huh? 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 My mind had totally wandered off. Think we lost you for a moment there. Don't worry about it. Happens to the best of us. Anyway, we're off. See you on Thursday. See you then. With a wave, they disappeared through the doorway. I sank into the chair in the corridor. If something went wrong, it was usually during the rehab center's. But still, I enjoyed this moment. It was calm, tranquil. There were no patients wandering the halls, only their steady breathing as they slept, and the humming and occasional beeping of machines. The receptionist, who usually wore a day, looked calm and soft at night. I could see her feet from beneath the desk. Her socks had little bears on them. I stepped into the same river 3 times. Mr. Cobb was mumbling in his sleep again. First time, the shepherd had left his flock, and the farmer had quit his hoeing too. Daddy grabbed his shovel, and we both went out on horseback to find the river. Old Cobb said we'd never go wanting ever again. He said that the trains roared, that not even the devil could take away our fortune. But I asked my dad. See, I asked him, where did my little dog go? Before I could realize what happened, my eyes had already closed. I didn't notice that someone was standing in front of me. Is it Mesmer? Yeah. Dr. Dorothea. Huh? Huh? Child, do you need help with something? According to Article 3 of the Laplace Rehabilitation Center's regulations concerning patient management, if a patient damages or steals medical equipment or medicine, they are to be transferred and confined within 3 days. Mr. Jerry Wilson should be no exception. It's your duty as the attending physician to carry out this regulation. He had heard our conversation. These deranged arcanists are beyond reason, Dr. Dorothea. We need to deal with them rationally. You're a human. You should understand this better than me.
That's right.
I suppose you're right, Mesmer. You'd better go submit a report to a Laplace Management Committee. Step back. But you could just follow the rules and avoid the penalty altogether. I could, but I don't want to. I kneeled down and looked her in the eye. You're right. You're not like a human at all. That comment was almost a whisper. Dr. Dorothea, what are you doing sitting out here? The nurse hurried over. I glanced at Mesmer. Sorry, it was my fault. Didn't you hear your pager? An SPDM student has developed new symptoms. We need you there immediately, Dr. Dorothea. Joseph? It seems she knew this child. Arcanus blood can have subtle influence on the maturation. What? Maturation. I don't know how to read that properly. Of a child, often affecting their hormone levels and subsequently their emotional state. Most Arcanist children unconsciously discover their arcane skills and will naturally start to use them. But a small number of children develop severe physical and psychological issues. Their bodies and minds reject their own bloodline. He's already showing serious compensatory reactions. His body is drawing nutrients from limbs to support what it considers vital organs. If things go on like this, his limbs will necrotize and will have no choice but to amputate. Mesmer. His sudden awakening caught me off guard. He gripped the girl's hand like a drowning man grabbing onto a floating piece of wood. Can you tell the doctor not to cut off my legs? Please. I promise I'll never throw paper balls at you again. I swear. I swear. He remained silent. I removed Joseph's hand from hers to ensure he didn't hurt her. Then I stroked his burning forehead. Everything will be alright, Joseph. You'll keep your legs, I promise. Just get a good night's sleep. And you can take a little walk in the morning, wherever you want. I signaled the nurse to bring the anesthetic mask. Mesmer, are you alright? Again, she remained silent. He was trembling, like a child who had just crawled out of an icy river. Yes, a child. It suddenly struck me. She was no older than my sister when she still begged to buy candy. Her nails were dug deep into the palm of the hand that Joseph had grabbed. He was looking at the floor. Listen, Junior. Go outside and rest for a bit, okay? I'll take care of the surgery. No, I'm staying. I promised him. I already promised him. He hadn't spoke her promise aloud, but I understood what she meant. Laya, let's begin. I gave the nurse a nod. Here we go again. We're gonna wrap. The more cruel cases we witness, the stronger yet more fragile we become. After I graduated and started working at the hospital, everyone around me said I was becoming less human. When my sister told me about her trivial school problems and tears streamed down her face, I remembered the child whose eyes had been burned out by his patient's cigarettes, praying I'd perform some magic to restore his sight. Ugh, I can't read that fast! Don't blame yourself, Junior. Whether you got the injection to him in time or not, it wouldn't have made any difference. Her eyes were on me, but I could tell she wasn't all there. They were hollow, vacant. Please step aside. I need to throw these into the medical waste bin. According to the rules on the disposal of medical waste, these legs must be brought to the proper location. Carried the blood and leg-filled bag to the end of the corridor. As I washed the blood from my hands, I couldn't help but imagine Joseph running through the field, laughing and playing with his friends. Eventually, the anesthesia wore off. The boy's heartbreaking cries wailed through the hospital. It was a tough decision for a doctor to do that, because it's either you lose a leg or you lose a life. Being a doctor is depressing. They had to go through like psychology stuff to remain sane. Healing and helping are only small parts of our work. The rehabilitation center houses a large number of mentally unstable patients. Besides protecting them, we must also protect ourselves. You! You people are trying to pull my soul clean out of my head! Seal my organs and then stuff those damn curses into my body! I won't allow it. I won't! He was crouching in the corner, waving a syringe in his hand, threatening anyone who tried to approach. What the hell, Jill? A leg is fine as long as I can keep the hands. What the hell, man? What the fuck was that? I'm gonna drink a water. The hell? He's completely lost control, Dr. Dorothea. We have to call for help.
Wait.
No, wait. Come on, Dorothea, use your brain. Something must have triggered this. There has to be a way to calm him down. Suddenly, I felt a tap on my shoulder. Let me give it a try, kid. What? But you're a patient too. We can't let you do this. Are you sober, Mr. Wilson?
Of course.
Yeah. Thanks to your throat-burning disinfectant. I studied his face. He was right. His eyes looked clear. I nodded to the staff.
Hey!
Hey, Cobb, you ruined my breakfast. What's got you so worked up? Why don't we have a talk, huh? We can share my bread. He inched closer to the hysterical old man. Don't eat none of their breakfast, you hear? The milk's poisoned.
No problem.
No problem, buddy. No problem at all. You know, I'm more of an alcohol lover than a milk drinker. I never even touched the stuff.
Nice.
Ah, good, great. Your head won't morph into a diamond. Huh. You won't become one of those terrifying horned devils. Cobb continued to mutter to himself. Listen to me. They done something to the spoons in this place. They changed them into triangles. So they can bury geometry inside you. Then bam! It'll burst into your belly. And you'll be just like them.
Look at this.
Look, I have a spoon in my pocket. See? It's oval. Does that make you feel better, buddy? Yes, we've figured them out. Now we just have to pretend that nothing's happened. Yeah, we'll go back to our rooms. That'll fool him. He'll think we're one of them. Jerry Wilson put his arm around Cobb's shoulder and slipped the oval spoon into his pocket. Who would have guessed that a triangular spoon would be the culprit? It was easy to escort Cobb to his room after that. You should tone down the look on your face, little girl. Most of the time, they just need a friendly face to make them feel better. Your arcane skill. What's it called again? Magnetotherapy? It's not a cure-all, you know. But my arcane skill has been tested many times. The results can't be wrong. No, I must have misused it. I haven't fully mastered it yet. I was supposed to calm him down. It was my responsibility, my duty. She started to scratch at her scalp, and her words went from monotonous repetition, murmured fragments, and broken phrases. I saw her pride wavering, saw her fear. Things had reached a tipping point. Tipping point. Drink water again. Is she alright? Junior, Mesmer. Hey kid,
Wake up! Slap, slap, slap. Wake up! Wake up! Slap, slap, slap.
I grabbed her trembling hand, and she finally raised her head to look at me. Her eyes were red as she looked at me, but she hadn't done anything wrong. How about we go for a walk? I need some fresh air. You're talking to a child working at a hospital. The rest area near the rehab center wasn't fancy, but it was good enough for us. We sat down by the lake, our reflected white clothing blending with the pale moonlight. Out there, you can't hear the wails and groans of the patient. We finally had a moment of peace. I took a cigarette from the pack in my pocket and placed it between my lips. You know, humans like me always need something to rely on. After a brief flame, the smoke swirled in the air. Promise me you'll keep my little secret, won't you, Junior? I will.
Thank you.
Some rely on alcohol, some in their dreams. Obviously, I rely on nicotine. When faced with terminal illnesses and death, we rely on things all the more. There's a nurse I know who specializes in caring for abandoned or defective arcanists. Mesmer hunched over, listening intently. Every time a child died, he would kick a stone from one end of the hospital grounds to the other. When she was done, she'd go back to her post as if nothing happened. I'd never seen such an odd thing to rely on. Anyway, one day, she suddenly stopped doing it. I paused to put out the cigarette. Why would she do that? That helped her, didn't it? I'll have to let you ponder that one yourself. I've told you my secret, so what's yours? What do you rely on, Junior? I don't know. The SPDM doesn't allow that kind of things you mentioned. I just do as I'm told, moving back and forth between the SPDM and Laplace. My father says that I'll become an important member of the LSCC in the future and bring honor to the family. He said that I must take my contribution. What? I must make my contribution to the peace of the world. He said that the Mesmer arcane skill is a special skill, that I should use it to help calm those in need. Huh. No one asked for your opinion, did they? But it's my duty of the Mesmer family. to put our arcane skills to good use. We're the only ones who can do what we do. We have to follow the rules. We have to follow reason. That's how things get done. My father said that the entire family gathered and decided on the optimal path for each of us, including me.
Oh,
Ah, I'm jealous. I've always been more on the figure it out as you go train. I've done all sorts. Served at restaurants, delivered a fowl. What? A fowl? Fowl? Wow. Ah, I fainted the first time. Wasn't expecting so much blood. When I came to the hospital bed, my future colleague said, "Guess the little duckling dove headfirst into the ocean." I've never experienced anything like that. At the SPDM, we just do as we're told. What must be done? Have your chance, Junior. I patted her on the shoulder. They are experimenting with memory storage using the artificial somnambulism machine. When things calm down at the rehabilitation, I'll take you into a few of my memories. There are plenty of falls and plenty of times when I've made a fool of myself. But I suppose your arcane skill lets you go to a dreamland whenever you like, right? She shook her head. I haven't dreamed since I was... what? Since I came to the LSEC. At least, it means I don't have nightmares anymore. I was worried about her. Dreams help us release our repressed emotions. If her feelings didn't have anywhere to go, they would surely emerge elsewhere in her life. Here, take this. It'll help you sleep. I know. A human giving you an arcane item. But this thing works. I'm not allowed to use things like this. I placed it in her palm and closed her fingers around it. Put it by your bed. Someday, you'll need it. Aww.
Oh,
Ah. Welcome back, ladies. Last set of pills, Jerry. Not long now until your treatment's complete. I noted his physical condition in my notebook. And please, stop self-harming as a form of protest. It's us, not the Foundation's people, who have to clean up after you. Regulations dictate that you'll be with us for a while longer. I hope we can get along in the coming days. Junior came in to administer his last round of magnetotherapy. Please close your eyes, sir. But he didn't close them.
may I ask?
Could you reduce the dose of the anesthetics today? I think I'm ready to dream. He nervously looked up at me. I shrugged. Let him dream. Here we go again. Here we go. Oh, I thought I'm gonna rap again. I'm gonna pour more water. Thought for a moment I'm going to rap again. Sometimes the game gives you dialogue that you cannot read as fast as they can. Yep. Okay. She's reached the end. This is the last entry in the diary. Oh no, did she die? Did Dr. Dorothea die? Impossible. Oh, no way. Consolation. there's no way she's dead, right? Whoa, Lucy looked like that? So Lucy's not a robot? Wait a minute, what the fuck? Wait! Wait! Where's... I can't click my face! No! Oh wait, I'm locked. I can't rotate myself. How can I rotate myself? I can't rotate myself. No! No! There you go. I don't wanna cover her face, but at the same time, I'm gonna. Damn, Lucy, you look different. I didn't know you're kinda human. I didn't know you were a cyborg. Pedro from the St. Pavlov Foundation has passed down an order to the LSCC. We need to release Jerry Wilson, Mesmer. Is that part of the plan? Her question is neutral. Her expression unchanged.
Correct.
Their statement reads, "Please release Jerry Wilson at the appointed time as per the St. Pavlov Foundation's request." So I believe it is. You seem a little puzzled.
Nothing.
I'm not. It's just that... Whoa, I'm covering her face right now. No. I'll leave when she's done talking to Lucy. It's just that I have quite a few matters to deal with, but I'll be sure to follow their request. I'll take my leave now, Madame Lucy. She closes the door, her footsteps hurried. Did I understand her incorrectly, Simone? Was she not inconsistent with her usual self? You're right, Madame Lucy. Something was a little off.
Oh,
Yes, she seemed to be expressing what we call emotion. Surprising. I always considered Mesmer to be an employee who followed logic and reason. Okay, I'm back here now. They're done talking. People are still howling, broken machines around the rehabilitation. It is a chaotic scene.
Wait, this
This will need to be submitted to the LSCC for further dismantling. Its recyclability is questionable. And please, don't let Medicine Pocket find out about this machine. I'm not filing another secondary accident report on their behalf. Understood. Alright, folks. Let's get this thing into storage before they see it. Before long, all the machines in the corridor had been cleared. Mesmer Jr. sits on the chair, taking in the emptiness. This is no ticking, no beeping, no steady breathing. The new receptionist sits at the... I step into the same river 3 times. Bob's voice echoes from the nearby ward. By the 2nd time, people had quit leaving their homeland. The tailor started weaving, and the blacksmith lit up his forge once again. I sold the fowl and my lover's jewelry and went back to the river. Without a penny to my name, I scrapped that riverbed, tore my flesh and nails apart for my dying lover. 1 grain, 2 grains, there wasn't much gold left in the barren land. Townsfolk all said the little cob had become Old Cob. Yeah, he sure did. There weren't no little cob no more. Know what's happening. I warned you! I warned you all! Blood laced the shattered glass in his hand. It wasn't his. The point of the shard was dug deep into her neck. blood pouring down, eh, pouring down it and over Jerry's clenched fingers. Dorothea! Just let me out of here, and no one gets hurt. You heartless bastards. You Foundation fools want me to obey, follow your orders, be a butt-licking dog. But not one of you has ever accepted a single one of my requests. So let this damn human murderer pay with her blood. Security personnel close in on him. I don't understand. All that has nothing to do with us. We're only responsible for your treatment. So let's make a deal. The man stepped back, suddenly realizing that his foot has been bound by a wire. Now! Oh no, Dorothea's dead! I jinxed it! I jinxed her death, man. I knew it was about to happen. Given that the hospital has many crazy people. I guess that's the source of Mesmer's trauma. Like, she got traumatized by Jerry Wilson himself.
Any bad habits? Your name? Deep
Oh wait,
breathing.
there's a bubble over there.
Calm down.
Calm down.
Stink bug. Ew.
Let's remove this.
Any bad habits? Your name? Hang in there. Deep breathing.
Wait, what? Oh, frick. I chose the wrong one. Never mind.
Ready for medical interventions. Your name? Relax. It's treatment with a higher dose. Stay away from me.
Oh, that's a lot. That's
Ready for medical intervention. Your name? Relax. It's treatment with a higher dose. Stay away from me.
to attack more.
I will heal their I will heal their madness. Deep breathing. Stay
Like
away
this.
from me.
Could get
Ready
this.
for medical in your name? Relax. It's a treatment with a higher dose. Stay away from me.
Oh. That's how it works.
Any bad habits? I will heal their madness. Calm down. Deep breathing. Ready for medical? Any bad habits? Relax. It's a treatment with a higher dose. Hang in there. Your name? I will heal their madness. Hang in there. Calm down.
We're almost there. Just a bit more.
Ew. Ready for medical interventions. Your name? Relax. It's a treatment with a higher dose. Stay away from me.
There we go.
Let's call it a day. I need a deep cleaning.
I guess this is why Mesmer Jr. is emotional. The gurney carrying Dorothea was rushed down the corridor. Dorothea! Dr. Dorothea! The child paced beside the gurney, her chest soaked with blood. Her vital signs are weakening. She needs a blood transfusion immediately. Damn it! Why'd he have to wake up now? We don't have We don't have the staff to deal with this. Fisher! Fisher! Get another surgical team over here now! Could you reduce the dose of the anesthetics today? I think I'm ready to dream. Let him dream. Oh. Now she felt like it was her fault. Oh, she felt like it was her fault. No. It was just a kid. It was supposed to be a quiet night. Junior. Her voice was weak, her lips trembling. Dr. Dorothea? Danny! Danny, she's regained consciousness. Come closer. Squeaking of the turning wheels and the fervent chatter in the room drowned out her weak voice. Stop talking, Dr. Dorothea. Your throat.
No.
No, child, come closer. Mesmer Jr. leaned close. Only she could hear what she could say. Mesmer, we need to enter the operating room. You have to let go of her. The gurney slammed through the operating room doors. As the door closed behind them, Mesmer was left alone on the other side. No! No! Tears poured down her face as she collapsed to the ground. After a long while, a comforting hand rested on her shoulder. What did she say? She didn't respond, just silently watched the flashing red light. Oh no. Mesmer Jr. was traumatized by Dr. Dorothea. Man. A stack of medical records and consent forms lie on Mesmer Jr.'s lap. The room is silent. He is alone. Jerry Wilson. Oh, so that's why she felt like she hates him for some reason. Because she killed Dr. Dorothea. Oh, her pen pauses. She stares at the name in silence, then signs her name at the bottom. Man, no. So that's why she's kinda cold towards him, because he killed her. Oh, way. He was a chill guy until he wasn't. No way. Two days later. Hey, Mesmer. And this in pocket is urgently knocking on her. I heard you guys scrap an old circulation machine. You have to... Miss Mesmer isn't in today. He's on leave.
Huh?
They scratched their head. They would sooner believe that Manus Vindictae had occupied the LSCC. Leave? Mesmer Jr.? You're messing with me. Why would I do that?
Fine.
I'll come back tomorrow. And this in pocket's disgruntled footsteps pace past the closed. But Mesmer Jr. is too busy rummaging through the box to hear. It's marked for destruction. Here. He pulls out a floppy disk. These serve as the initial backup for the artificial somnambulism device used to experiment with memory storage technology. A faded label on the floppy disk reads, Dorothea. This must be the one you wanted me to see. Attaching the magnetic patch to her head, she lies down and closes her eyes. This is the first time she has initiated artificial somnambulism. Please close your eyes. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully. Happy birthday, Dorothea! Alright, time to make a wish. What does our little genius want to do when she's all grown up?
If
I wish to be an athlete or an astronaut, and I want to travel the world and see everything.
Oh,
Oh, and I also want a pony in a pool big enough to hold a whale. The candles burn as her list of wishes goes on and on. The adults' expressions grow awkward. Even the puppy is anxiously pacing under the table. Darling, I think that's quite enough. No, no, I'm not done yet. After buying a theme park, I want to give all the children across the world a long holiday so we can. The man chuckles, patting his wife on the shoulder. Let her speak. I think our little genius has a lot to wish for. Mesmer stands at a distance, watching. You had a lot of unrealistic dreams, Dorothea.
no.
No, no, sis. It wasn't your fault. You did everything you could. Her distraught sister squats down, dirtying her nurse's uniform. You don't understand, Dottie. I can't take it anymore. I can't bear to look into those children's longing eyes. How can I keep doing this? How long can I keep lying, telling them that everything will be alright? Yesterday, I kicked another stone across the ground. When I kicked it into the corner, you know what happened? It bounced right back, right off all the other stones I've piled up there. There's so much beyond my control. It's breaking me. I can't bear it anymore. I'm going home to rest for a while. Maybe do something else. You know, something that keeps me closer to family. Dorothea puts her hand on her back, sharing her burden.
No matter what.
I'm always here for you, sis. She hugs her sister, the medical school badge clutched tightly in her. This isn't the first resignation that Mesmer has seen. In fact, this scene is rather common. Coward. If you intravenously inject 40 milligrams of dopamine solution for every 60 millimeters, to maintain the appropriate rate, the intravenous injection speed should be. I'm coming, LSCC. Surrounded by books, utterly engrossed in her studies. Alone. Hey kid, you doing okay? Your Uncle Benjamin's getting married tomorrow. I hope you can make it. Your dad's about to explode over the voicemail you left. Call him back soon. This is Mark from the hospital, remember? You gave me your number. I found a great restaurant. If you're free, if you're interested, give me a call back. Her books are like a wall, blocking one voicemail after another until the beeping sound. This was a fork in the road of her life. She made a choice. Next. Oh, it's lagging a bit. Okay. She sees her graduation, the bare winter trees, and her classmates posing for photos. She sees her being scolded by the head nurse for smelling like cigarettes. She sees her announcing a family member's death for the first time and how she ran to the bathroom afterwards and sobbed uncontrollably. A family trip, a ball, a funeral, prayer. Struggles and joys, anesthesia and defibrillators. This is starting to feel like a waste of time.
Good.
Alright, Dorothea, that's enough. Her hand approaches her forehead. All she has to do is press the magnetic patch and the somnambulism will end. In the darkness, a figure stands in the distance. But the silhouette neither approaches nor moves away. It just stands there like a statue. You've grown up, Junior. Her hands tremble, but only for a moment. Goodbye. Looks like this will be our last meeting, Dorothea. According to protocol, these files will be destroyed next. She tosses the floppy disk back into the box and checks the time. 3 minutes and 4 seconds longer than expected. Still within controllable limits. The Mesmer family agent will arrive in 3 hours and 4 minutes. If he's on time, that is. He stands up, straightens her clothes, and closes the door. It's as if she is leaving the funeral of a stranger. Oh, Mesmer, what happened? What happened to Mesmer? A misty rain covers the city. The square is empty, save for 2 figures. A white umbrella and a black umbrella. Your news has reached the family in Berlin. They send their regards, Mesmer. Now that you've been promoted to a level 2 therapist and are fully responsible for artificial somnambulism, we have granted you a seat on the family council. He hands her a badge. We've sent many children to the SPDM over the years. You're the only one to reach such status. Thanks to you, the St. Pavlov Foundation has requested a third meeting with the family. Your parents have conveyed their pride to us.
Fabulous.
So the matter's dealt with. I can leave now, right? He pockets the badge without a glance. Not quite so fast. I'd like to speak with you personally, Mesmer. Personally? Alright then, allow me to begin. Your bureaucratic tone makes me sick, Elegy. Or should I call you Jeffrey Mesmer? It seems you've settled right into your role as the family agent. From the family's illegitimate playboy son, who scoffed at the rules and ran off to an underground clinic, to this. It seems you've turned over a new leaf, or were you left no choice? Though I won't speak on the family's decisions, I'm afraid I'll have to maintain a degree of skepticism about your position as the family agent. How nice it is to drop the formalities. I'd heard about your sharp tongue, Mesmer. If you must know, I'm not interested in your story, nor do I want to answer any of your questions. I'm leaving. He turns and walks. Then, are you interested in the medical student funded by the 11th Mesmer Foundation? According to the records, you worked together for a time. Her name was... what was it? Oh, Dorothea. He halts. The Mesmer family pulled some strings to get her through the LSCCU process. I heard she died at the hands of a deranged patient. What a pity. You're overthinking. Is that so? The family is rather concerned about this matter, since it involves the Foundation's decision to release Jerry Wilson. I have no doubts about his release. The immense hand of Mesmer family has always loomed over her. He is quite familiar with it. Such matters are down to the appointed members of the Mesmer family. My view is limited. There's no use speculating. What if I told you that Dorothea was pushed into the LSCC to help pave the way for your current achievement? Though, there have been some twists and turns. It far exceeded the family's expectations. There's no smile on her face. Of course. If it weren't for you, she might not have died. She'd probably still be living her ignorant, foolish little life. Such a pity that decisions always come with sacrifice. Mesmer, I truly regret that. What are you trying to say, Jeff? She grips the umbrella handle tighter. But even if even 1,000, 10,000 deaths like Dorothea's could create someone such as you, Mesmer,
Isn't
it would be
that so?
worth it. Would it be not? He drops his umbrella, letting the rain soak his coat. After all, who is she in the face of all those our family can save? And besides, being part of this great plan is something the children funded by the Mesmer's Foundation could only dream of. He was just a small weight on the scale. He's fulfilled her purpose. Her umbrella, what? Her umbrella is low, hiding her face from view. Starts to step backwards. Do you agree? I'd love to hear your thoughts, Miss. His face is full of anticipation, like an interrogator about to get his what? Long sought after answer. She lifts her umbrella, revealing a surprising expression. You're expecting me to be disturbed by your words, to have a strong stress reaction. Should I have fallen into hysteria so you could report on my instability back to the family? We're all Mesmer's elegy. His face suddenly turns cold. Many times I've been dissatisfied with the decisions of the Mesmer Family Council. There's no doubt about that. But rationality must always outweigh emotion. The purpose of a scalpel is to make an incision. We all know that the time of the Hippocratic Oath is long past. Elegy squints, intrigued. It seems you're no longer the nervous girl
Nice.
that I know. Good. Very good. He lights a cigarette, smoke rising amidst the rain. Do you know why they made me an illegitimate son with no inheritance rights? The family agent? Because a lamb that has left the flock best understands what the other lambs are thinking. The most devout believers are the ones with with the most fragile fate. The followers deepest in the field are the ones who most want to leap the fence and see the outside world. I'm very happy, truly, Mesmer. The youngest in the family, the darling in everyone's eyes. I'm glad you're standing here now. Tell me,
I heard that.
what did Dorothea say to you in her final moments? I heard she whispered her final words only to you.
Nothing.
She didn't say anything. Ah, I get it. Go ahead and keep your little secret. I'm pouring another cup of water. That's not what I'm doing. She raises her umbrella and stares directly at him. I didn't hear what she said. She'd started to bleed out. Her throat had already filled with blood. I leaned into her pale lips, but I couldn't hear anything. The shard of glass had penetrated 6 centimeters into her neck. All I could hear was the gurgling blood in her throat. Can I go now? Go ahead. The two umbrellas leave each other, like two pieces on the chessboard. Crystallo and Tooth Fairy are chatting in the ward. They have just completed her second treatment. So Miss Tooth Fairy, Where did that doctor named Dorothea go in the end? Oh, it's lagging a bit. I haven't seen her around here. She lost something important, and I want to return it to her. She holds the book in her hands, a slight worried look on her face. Ah, I remember that doctor. I'm afraid she's no longer with us.
What I'm thinking is...
I think it's best to leave it here. Someone else will take care of it. Wait, could I ask you one more favor? Crystal clenches the book in her hand.
It's here.
Miss Mesmer's junior's office is right here. But I heard she's on leave today. It's okay. Crystal pushes herself up from her wheelchair and struggles to her feet. With all her strength, Crystal raises her hand. Miss Crystal, I can deliver it here. What? I can deliver it to her for you.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I just want to make sure Miss Mesmer doesn't lose it again. That should do. She sits back down in her wheelchair. Let's go back, Miss Tooth Fairy. Of course. They make their way back. The dreamcatcher hangs on the doorknob, awaiting the return of its owner. There. Oh no. Jerry Wilson, right? You're free to go. Get out of Laplace. Damn. Oh, it goes full circle now. That's crazy. It's a crazy effect right there. Her body, along with her consciousness, plunges into the deep sea, falling and falling. A deep sleep is about to descend, but her consciousness touches the bottom. Is this a dream? A rare possibility. This would be the first time in 3 years my body has voluntarily triggered a dream. Huh? What's that? Two figures emerge from the fog. Their faces are familiar. Yes, she knows them. Still hiding away in the recesses of my mind. Oh, it's you. That plague sent over by that damn family again. Your shame is precious, isn't it? You're going to keep it all for yourself. Take it to the grave with you, aren't you? Well, I'm going to knock some sense into you, you narcissist. Dorothea would still be alive if she hadn't gotten too close to you. Was it really rational to let Jerry Wilson go? He would have paid for Dorothea's death. You could have punished him in thousands of ways. But you just had to listen to the higher-ups and let the bastard go, didn't you, Mesmer? How noble. How rational of you. But wait a minute. This was all because of you, wasn't it? So what gives you the right to make that decision? He stares at her like a suspect on trial. Another figure steps forward. Wretch. When you looked at Dorothea's bloodied corpse, did you not even waver? How can you still stand here and give us orders after that? How can you still have the nerve to show your face at Laplace? The figures fade away, and new faces appear. When it came to restraining Verton, you could have done things your own way, couldn't you? You didn't have to follow your orders. Hey, coward. Oh. Are you really so willing to be a pawn? You got no guts? No power to stand up for yourself? You're just a bootlicker for those big wigs. What a pathetic wretch. Mesmer turns her back to the fog. Of course, her feelings of shame and guilt would manifest in her dreams. She knows this better than anyone. They attack her, just like her patient's dreams attack them. Time to leave. With every step, she leaves the fog further behind, until a small hand gently tugs at the hem of her shirt. Mesmer, you've come for us. Oh no, it's the children. Those voices. They're her classmates, her friends that gathered under George the Oak and shared their memories and dreams of the outside world. Two small silhouettes emerge from the fog. They move together as they cautiously approach. They are trembling. Why are you only coming now? Why didn't you come with us? Did you betray us? Oh, that's the question I have. Mesmer clenches her fist. No, I didn't. Why did you watch us disappear in the storm? Those questions, those uncontrollable impulses from deep within. You could have stopped them. You could have at least spoken up for us, right? Tears roll down the children's faces. Why? Weren't we the best of friends? Did you forget our promise under George the Oak? Oh, the sounds are so loud. So intense. More faces emerge from the fog. Fearful, hostile, sad, painful, pitiful, crazed, wretched. Every single emotion, bad, negativity. Familiar. The faces surround her, and the same word leaves all their mouths. Why? Why? Why would you do this? Oh, why would you do this? There are too many voices to count. She stands there, alone with no one beside her, the road ahead still foggy. Turns around. One by one, figures stand, all staring intently at her. The fates of countless Mesmer family members intertwine and converge upon her. She looks back at the faces in the fog. Because I'm a Mesmer. Ain't no way that's your reason. Ain't no way. Bro. Just because. Wait for a moment. I'm gonna pee. I drank too much water. Be right back. Wait, is it? There we go. I'll be right back. am back. Hey, I believe this is the last part of her story. Running through the grass, over the wall, and now in the depths of the tunnel. The free world outside the St. Pavlov Foundation is right before him. You can't stop me! None of you can stop me now! Even the Foundation's hounds will lose my scent eventually. He gives his exhausted body the darkness like a walking corpse. Toffee drops. What? The toffee drops out of his pocket.
Hmm?
He steps on it. No! How dare you step on the candy Crystallo gave you! It crushes under his foot. Damn Foundation bastards, siding with the human that killed my ma, and not even putting that devil to trial. How can you expect me to help you after that? He drags another foot forward. He wipes the blood smeared on his face from the fall, madness in his eyes. Joining you and betraying Manus Vindicte was the dumbest decision I ever made. But this time, I've got all kinds of dirt on you. Mr. Forget-Me-Not, you'll reward me for all of this, and Manus Vindicte will make that murderer pay. The whistling of the wind grows stronger as he approaches the light at the end of the tunnel. On the other side, the people waiting to receive him have already arrived. I'm free! On the instrument screen, a small cursor is slowly moving. Oh, whoa, whoa! Just looks like two balls now. Just as you hoped, Pedra. The mousetrap has worked. Unbeknownst, staff of the rehabilitation, an agreement had been made. Now, let's see which hole this little mouse scurries into. Okay. Alright, Mr. Cobb. Your evening walk's over. Shall I take you back to your room? He lends the old man an arm. The corridor is silent, save for their footsteps. I ever tell you about the river I stepped in?
Of course.
Yes, Mr. Cobb. You've mentioned it several times already. Really? Looks at the staff member as if seeing for the first time.
sorry.
Sorry, what's your name? The first time we've ever met. Adam, sir. Cobb rubs his wrinkled nose. His hunched back has become quite a burden to him. Anyway, kid, the third time I step into that river, I've grown so old. Forgotten where they say my mind's going backwards. All I remember are these old stories. Mind is clearer than it's been for quite some time. I come from a big family, and many nights the other kids would lock me up in the house, bolt in the windows and doors. Funny, I can't seem to recall any of their faces now. Anyway, one day I snuck out, and back to the river I went. Some say we can never step into the same river twice. Kids all said that the river had long dried up, that there wasn't nothing but cracked dirt left behind. But I knew they were lying. Closes his eyes. Did you see it? My puppy, the one I lost, has been hiding there by what? The what? Oh, I didn't read the last part, but anyway, I guess that's her story then. Oh, Mesmer. She is quite a complicated character. Her reasoning was all like, it's because I'm a Mesmer. She didn't really like fixed her conflicting emotions inside. She just like bottled it up and reasoned it with like, I'm a Mesmer. That's the reason why I'm like this. She like blames the family for it for some reason. Which I could understand based on what she's been going through, but damn, her trauma from this lady had made her like this. It's like the lady is trying to let Mesmer experience emotions, but those emotions led to like a lot of terrible things happening throughout her experience. And think about it, she was a child back then. Maybe the time when she's like talking to Catherine, I think, the blonde woman, the vice president, when she talked to the vice president, to the vice president, she was like very scared and calling them crazy or something. I think it was during that time she was at the hospital with Dorothea, and that was the reason why she didn't get a chance to meet up with her friends at the George the Oak, where they will escape and go to the outside world. Well, that's the timeline that I assumed that this one happened. You know? That's my assumption, my interpretation. Man. I wonder if Mesmer found the dream catcher on her doorknob. I wonder what she did with it, because she had a dream and it became a nightmare. Apparently, she doesn't want to dream because most of it were nightmares that she doesn't want to deal with, you know? I guess the emotions that she doesn't want to feel was the negative ones. She never had like the fun ones, the happy ones. A very traumatized person, which made her cold. I don't think that really made me, like her more. It's just that it's so, very, I don't know how to word it correctly, but Mesmer is a bit, regardless, that's her development. Her development became very cold. But I guess that's her. But Mesmer is quite okay during her 37 story. It was okay. She's still a bit cold, and she tries her best to like communicate with 37 in her own way. So it it passes to her like sarcasm, She's like a sarcastic character now. In 37 story. Well, that's what I think. Like in her story, she's cold. She became cold, very isolated, very reserved or something. And then at 37 story, she's like, I'm just tagging along because why not? Why am I here? Why am I dealing with this thing? That kind of thing. Like she's dealing with irrational work that she has never done before. And now she's closely having emotions, I think. Just a little, but more on the sarcastic side. I think that's development between these two. They're like friends now. Man. Crazy. That's some crazy. That's some crazy story right there. Alright. I think that's all we could do for today because I think I ran out of water. I drink water every time I read. So I have to refill that. I still need to build my characters for this one. It'll take like a few weeks more, I think. But I doubt I could, do it in time. I just need a little more time to build them. Yeah. Alright, it's time. Go here. And the third pair. Okay. Rich. I don't really think I like Mesmer that much, but knowing her side of the story, well, things happen to some people a lot. Most things, really. Okay. It's time for some announcements. Look. Okay. I'm gonna keep doing this. Only for this week. Because not all people know this. Alright. So, for the lurkers or for those who are not informed, or for the newcomers, you are now able to use my emotes for free. This is free. As long as you follow my channel. You could use these emotes during my live streams. But if you want to use this emote specifically on other channels, you could try subscribing. It's not suggested, but it's for fun. These emotes are used for fun. That's why they're free. And before we proceed to the schedule next week, I'm going to show you this. So, for those who are not familiar of how I do things, I post updates on my YouTube channel because YouTube channel or the YouTube application has posts, which is not very common. All you have to do in order to know my updates, my schedules, etc., you could go to my YouTube channel and scroll along the categories and look for posts. That's where you'll find it. I'm not really sure if my posts will be notified because I searched and it's like, yes, it's notified, but I doubt it. I doubt it. Because I've never seen a single notification about it. So, if you want to be updated and you want to know what's happening to me, you could manually search for it. Yeah. And here is the schedule for next week. Boom. Yes. Next week, I will be having a collab stream with somebody. And that somebody is Reizu. Reizu is not a streamer on Twitch, but he's a streamer on TikTok. Yes, TikTok, it's crazy. He is a friend of mine, by the way. We're pretty close. He just chatted me one day and decided to like, hey, let's just collab. Or at least once, let's collab. And I'm like, alright then. I'll try to schedule it as early as possible. So next week, I will be having a collab stream with Reizu himself on Monday. Monday, June 16, we're going to be playing Portal 2 at 1 p.m. GMT plus 8. We're gonna be playing Portal 2 together. Because why not play a game of puzzles with two stupid people. Why not, right? And on Wednesday, we will be playing Oxenfree on 8 a.m. GMT plus 8. This game, Oxenfree, was requested by another friend of mine because they wanted me to play it on stream because it was a very fun story to see. I've watched some gameplays of this before, but I completely forgot what it's all about. All I know is that they're on an island. That's it. And after that, I forgot everything because it's been a long time. Been a long time ever since I've seen this game. So, we'll be playing that next week. And on Friday, we are going to play Detroit again. Why? Why are we gonna play Detroit again? Well, last stream I played Detroit, I didn't save Hank. Hank is my favorite character and he died because of me. I wanted to save him. Okay? Only him. The rest, I don't care. I want to save this guy. But you know what happened? He died. And the rest died too, except for Kara. Okay? Kara survived. She's the only one alive, and the rest are dead. And so, I asked Astro if he wanted me to play this game again, like from the beginning again. And he said yes. And not doing it by chapter. He just wanted to see me suffer again. So yeah, we're going to be playing Detroit at 8 a.m. GMT plus 8. I think that is all for today. Let me just remove this. Up. Is this censored? Okay.
Alright, guys. That is all for today. Have a good morning, afternoon, and evening to you all. Have a great day, an awesome day, and I hope you don't have trauma like Mesmer, because she has too much. Alright, then. Bye bye.